everybody, welcome to Setta's Place. It's Vlogmas day 4. All right, I finally got to sit down. I'm at work, and for this, where I'm working to this time, I have smaller kids, so it's a little more work when it comes to not driving around, but small kids. The youngest is 2 and the older one is 6. So I got them down to bed, and I said, well, let me sit down and talk to my peoples. And as you know, I've been ripping and running. So I wanted to be able to sit down and just sit and have a little chat. I don't have no tea made. I should have made some tea. But anyway, this family that I work for, I only watch the kids maybe 5 or 6 times a year. It's not very often. The parents went out of town for a few days, and they asked me to come and watch the kids. I was like, sure. So, but what happened was last night, I was, of course, I had the kids, and I did dinner and did all that stuff. And so I was getting the kids ready for a bath, and then getting them ready for bed. Well, I went upstairs to they have a bathroom right at their bedroom. And I cut the water on. And you know how you have to, one of the ones you have to turn the handle, and you have to figure out, too hot, too cold, whatever. So I'm twisting and turning it to get it the right temperature. And they're young, they like to get in there and play even before the water even gets filled up. So I got the water's pretty warm, a nice temperature, and they're getting in as I'm, making sure the adjustment and everything. And so they start playing while the water's running, still running. And so I go to cut the water off, because there's plenty of water. They have enough room to play and everything. And I keep turning, and then the knob just kind of swirls around. And I'm like, huh? The water would not cut off, and then it's going, like, rushing out fast. And so I'm turning the knob, and it keeps twirling and twirling and twirling. And I'm like, what in the world? So I tried to push and turn, which is not, you don't have to do that. But I said, well, if I push it, it'll catch, and that didn't work. So the kids were like, well, what's going on? Cut the water off. I'm like, I'm trying. So I can't get the water off, but at least the temperature is right now is good. So I said, well, let me wash the kids real quick, because I already had soaped up their hair, and they were playing with, like, the bubbles, So I had to get that soap off of them before I could get them out the tub. So I let the water, unplug it so it can drain, because the water's still rushing out. So I'm hurrying up, getting the water on the hair and getting the soap off their backs, and and of course they're trying to help. And I'm trying to hurry up and get them out and get another one with the towel, and then get this one and that one before I get the second one out, because they were in there together. The water starts turning cold, because I guess it's running all the warm water out. So now that water's turning ice cold, and I gotta hurry up and grab the other one out. And he still has soap in his hair, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I get him out, and by this time, the first one is like, I'm cold, because he's standing there, I said, but wrap yourself up in the towel. That's the 6-year-old. I said, go ahead and get your pajamas on to get, while I'm trying to get the younger one, out and wrapped up, and it's all, it's real loud because the water is making that rushing sound. So I'm trying to, talk over this noise and get them out of the bathroom so I could fix this. So, but I had to get them all dressed and warm before I can go try to work on the tub. So I get him and the 6-year-old's helping me with the 2-year-old to help him get dressed so I can go work on this thing, because you know the water's just like rushing out, because by this time I had tried to twist it and it went faster, and now the kids are not in the tub at this point. I turned the thing and I pushed and turned. Now it's burning hot. Water steaming coming out of there. So of course I got the kids in the bedroom at this point. So I'm like, goodness gracious. So I finally get him dressed, his pajamas. I go back in there, and it ran so hard it turned back to cold. So I'm pushing it all my might, and I'm getting in there, and I'm getting wet, you know. So I'm like, it's not coming. And you can see a part of between the wall and the thing that turns, you can see the innards. So I know for definitely there's something in there that's not doing what it's supposed to do. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm like, well, is there a water turn off valve? You know, like your toilet has that one down there by itself just for that. I said to her, is there one for the shower? And there, of course, there is not in the bathroom. So I said, well, I'm going to have to call their parents. They're in Las Vegas on vacation. And it's like almost 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, around 7. So I'm like, so I get on the phone and I'm like, everybody's okay. The kids are all right. But we have a plumbing emergency. So I tell her what's happening, and she's like, oh no. And so she says, well, let me call somebody, some plumbing people, whatever. And you know, they come out on emergencies, whatever. So she hangs up and she says, I'll call you back, you know. So she makes some calls, and then I get text from one of our friends, one of her friends, but I know the lady, that she's sending over a friend of hers who is a plumber. And I was like, okay, great. So, so in the meantime, the mother of the kids I'm watching, she's like, can you go in the basement and turn off the water for the whole house? Because, you know, it's still running. So I have to go to the basement. She tells me where to go, what the valve looks like, and I have to turn this valve and cut the whole water off in the whole house. And I go down there, and you know, it's over there. And I turn it, and then I can hear it stop. Just, you know, I can hear it from all the way 2 floors up. So I'm like, phew. At this point, I got the kids in the bed, in each of their bedrooms, the door shut, so everybody's fine. So that's done. So, and there's a knock at the door, and here comes the plumber guy. So he comes, and he's like, what's happening? So I show him, and I tell him what happened. I cut the water off in the whole house. So he looks, and he takes off the thing where I turned the water, you know, where it finished taking it off because it's coming off. And he's like, when will they be back? And I knew something was up. It wasn't going to be no $20 piece, you know, fix. And I said, well, that means it's not a quick fix. He's like, no. He said, then he showed me, took the rest apart, and he showed me the thing. And he said, this part is like $250, whatever it is. It's like all the innards of this thing. And I was like, oh, goodness. So I call her so he can talk to her, and he can tell her everything that happened, you know, of what he's saying. So in the meantime, okay, so it's like, you know, after 7 at night, and he can't, you know, won't be able to fix it till tomorrow, you know, get the part. So that means we have no water at the house. So he's like, well, we can cut the water off for just the shower, and you know, but he has to go into the panel that's in the closet on the other side, because the bathroom's right next to this extra bedroom. So I got to pull everything out of there because that's the extra closet, so it's packed. So I pulling stuff out, and he went in there and he had to pull some stuff down, and you know, to get to the inside of the pipes where the bathroom is. And he does his little valve thing, and he cuts the water off from just that. I mean, he cuts it off where it won't come on. So then he asks me to go downstairs to cut the water back on so he can make sure everything's good upstairs. So I run downstairs, and I cut it back on, and then I make sure there's water in the kitchen and the downstairs, and it's all good. And then the water is not running in the bathroom. Excuse me. So now we'll have water in the house, and that right now is a fix for right now. So then he goes and tells me what all he needs to do. So, so I'm tired, and so that's what happened last night instead of me recording, and because I wanted to sit down and talk to y'all and just hang out. But that didn't happen. So, excuse me, y'all. So he's going to come back tomorrow. The part, I think came in today, but he's coming back tomorrow to fix the upstairs bathroom. So that is the adventure of Setta's place. And, but I thought I just had to tell y'all what had happened. I know y'all get a kick out of me in my stories. But so how y'all doing? I thought I'd sit down and talk with you for a little bit, because I've been doing little spurts of talks. I said I'm gonna spend some time with my fiber friends. I'm crocheting a scarf. It's hard to see there. I'm doing my front post, back post stitch, which is my favorite. A friend of mine in Alaska, he called me. He asked me to make him a scarf and a hat set, green and black. So I got this yarn because I didn't want to do like stripes, like a black stripe and a green stripe and blah blah. So I got this a scarfy yarn. It's the scarfy yarn. And the color is Forest Black. Forest Black. So it's a mixture. It gets more green and then more black, and then a mixture of them together. I thought that would be really nice. And so I'm making that for him. All right, so thought I'd crochet while we sat and talked, and see how y'all doing, and see what else. Look at this cool picture. I just had to show y'all. Isn't that awesome? It looks like it's real. It is beautiful. And it gives like a 3D effect. It's like you're actually walking. Isn't that cool? It's like I can touch the wood. I just had to show y'all. Isn't that awesome? I'm going for a walk, y'all. Y'all want to go with me across and over the bend a bit? I'll meet you over there. I'll meet you over there. Isn't that cool? I see like everyone's enjoying the giveaway. I'm enjoying doing it. It's lots of fun and reading the comments. I want to let y'all know, I love reading the comments, but I don't have time to always answer everything. So I put hearts on it to let you know I read it, because I like to read all of them as much, whenever I sit down and just read them through. But I don't always have time to answer every single one. I tried it, and I try to go back and get, answer them. And then sometimes with YouTube, they like to hide your messages, your comments. So hopefully I don't miss any. But I try my best to get to answer the ones I can. And I was thinking about doing something a little different. I've seen, let me see, who was it? Oh, Hannah from the Cozy Cottage. And I'll see someone else, but I can't remember who it was. When it comes to comments for their YouTube channels, what they do is, I think Hannah does it maybe every couple of months. She sits down and has a specific episode where she goes over certain, like she picks out several of her comments and she answers them on video. And they're usually ones that entail more, discussion or longer answer. And she does that like every few months, or I'm not sure if it's once a month or every couple of months. And I had seen her do that, and I said I kind of like that idea, but I would do it more than every couple of months. Maybe I was thinking maybe like once a week or something like that. I was thinking I would heart my comment so I read it, but then on a specific day of the week, I would make a video and just go over some of the comments and just answer them on tape. Because I'm terrible at writing and spelling, and spell check don't help at all. It's gotten so bad, you be spelling one thing and it makes it totally different. I'm like, what? And even when you speak the words and it types it for you, that's even worse. Don't even try it. And so I was thinking I might try that to see how that works. And especially when I have a lot of comments during my giveaway times, because I have like yesterday's I had like 130 some comments, so then the day before was like almost 100 or 80 something like that. I can't remember exactly. So I just want to be able to, communicate with you all, but I don't always have time to sit down and type it out, or sometimes the explanation needs more than just a couple of words. So that's something I'm thinking about doing, and just having like a once a week just comment answering session. And so I might try that out once I get kind of settled and see if y'all like that. And so that's one thing I'm thinking about doing. And let me see what else. Let's see. Oh, my neck warmer, the Debbie neck warmer that I have designed. I am still in process. I've got it all written out. I just got it at some testers, but we're having just a few issues. People are health issues and things like that, and so it's taking a little bit longer. So I was thinking, I know some people were wanting the pattern for Christmas. So if you are interested in the pattern and you want to get it before Christmas, I can do a pre-release. I won't do it officially, but if you email me and say I would like to have purchase a copy of the Debbie neck warmer, I will send you a PDF of what I have already, because I've tested it myself and I've worked it, but I just haven't had it officially tested with other people. But if you are willing to get it before it's pre-tested, before it's post-tested, or however you want to say it, then email me and I will send you over through the email. And the way that I'll do it is, if you tell me you want the copy of the pattern, I will email you an invoice, a Square processing. It's kind of like the PayPal, but it's called Square. And you pay it, and then once it tells me it's paid, I will send you a copy of the pattern. And then if there's any changes or anything that I'm going to add to it, I will just send that to you, as that comes through. But like I said, I've tested it myself. I actually worked it up as if I didn't know what it, I didn't write it to make sure I could do it, and it worked out. So just let me know if you're interested. My email information is in the description box, and I don't mind doing that if you want it before Christmas. And let me see. I'm trying to think. What else? Got my little notes here. Oh, I wanted to see, because this is kind of like a life update too, for people who are interested in just, what's happening with me. Because most people know that I have a great nephew who was born in October. He's so cute. And he was born early, and he had a few issues here and there, but he's doing fine now. He's doing fine. And so I wanted to show you all a picture of him, if you are interested. And remember the sleep sack that I made, the baby sleep sack that I made for him? And I did like a mini tutorial. It's before, it wasn't very good. But I showed y'all how I made the baby sleep sack. And it was for him. And I'm trying to get the picture straight here so I can show y'all. Now this is him. It was a few weeks ago. This is not recent. This is a few weeks ago. And oh, he's so cute. Okay. Hopefully it won't glare up on us. Okay. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? And there's the sleep sack I made. He's in it. Look at his face. Isn't he cute? Oh, it's blowing out. And for those of you who hadn't seen it, it's in a previous video. I think it's marked, I think I said baby sleep sack. I'm not sure the title, but isn't he adorable? So that's him. Well, let me show you a recent one, because he had, how you have to feed them to get their weight up, because he was premature. Well, he came early. And oh, here's another one of him. It is so, when he first came home, his eyes was just open. He was just, I just couldn't believe. This is when he was little bitty. Isn't he adorable? Look at him. Oh, he's precious. Okay, so now I'm going to show you one more, and this one is of him now. And just to show you how big he's gotten. Let me see if it'll stay. Ah, it's going to turn. Look at him. His first night in the regular kind of a crib. Look how big he's filled out his pajamas. He's adorable. But that's him. That's Malachi. Let's give y'all the update for y'all know, those of you who went through that with me, with my little baby boy. And yeah. Now I was going to go over the infinity scarf. But I want to do that. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow because I got the last picture. I got all the pictures from the last people who have had them. And now everything is in the mail, you know. So for the dabbling hook, it's on its way. She sent me the tracking for, let me see, who else? Let me see. I think Charlene hasn't put it in the mail yet. So give her a few more days and then she'll get that in the mail. And let me see. I can't remember the others. But anyway, I'm going to do a better one and show you the pictures. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow while the kids are at school. And do that. Now that I got the picture, she sent it to me today. So I'll get that out for y'all tomorrow to see. And can give you an update and you can see what's going on with the scarf. Okay, well, I'm coming up on 25 minutes here, so I guess that's enough to chat. But I thought I would just hang out with you for a little bit. And I guess I can't crochet and talk. But all right. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I know this was a little bit longer of one, but sometimes you just want to sit down and sit down and talk to your friends. And so that's what I did. All right. I guess I will talk to you all tomorrow. I'll be picking the next thing that goes into the box for the giveaway. And then I'll also do the infinity scarf update on tomorrow. And all right, this is the end of Vlogmas Day 4. Y'all have a blessed day. Hey y'all, I forgot to tell you 2 things. I wanted to let Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations let her know I'm looking at your box right there. I was going to the mailbox tomorrow and post office will be closed. I'm like, ah. So I will, on Thursday, as soon as I hit Richmond, because I go back to Richmond on Thursday, I'm putting your box in the mail and it'll be on its way. And then Miss Z, the thing I told you that was coming, I got a tracking thing that it came, so I will get yours to you. Hopefully I can get it in the mail by the weekend because I got something, almost finished. So that's that for the yarn swaps. It's almost done and in the mail. And then, oh, I forgot to tell y'all, guess what happened? I won something. Remember the nerd along that I was in with the Star Trek shawl, inspired shawl that I did and I showed you all? Well, I won the Lacey from Hooked on Owls, her finished object thread. I won! I was so happy. So I got all kinds of good stuff. So y'all go check out her video. And she shows it on there what I won and all the goodies I'm going to get. But guess who else won? The chatter thread. Kimmy. Kimmy won. Yay, Kimmy. We are Nerd Along pals. But we won. I was so excited. I can't wait. I get to pick out some patterns. I got some pretty yarn coming. And some stitch markers and all kinds of goodies. So I was so happy. So thank you, Lacey. Thank you. But I wanted to let y'all know because I forgot. All righty. Okay, I'm gone for real this time. Y'all have a blessed night.